Hi everybody, we're at the Southern Waters Control Centre, which is an amazing place because if we were all to die in a nuclear fallout, this is where the control centre would have been, or one of them, and it would have been owned by Southern Water. So the idea is they would have been controlling the actual water flow and everything else that we have to drink. Well, they would have, because they probably would have been stuck in there. We would have probably been out here dying or turning into zombies. It's a very unique place. I've never been here before, and nor's Luke, obviously. It's the first time we've never actually, well, I've never been to a location where I've not scoured it out first. So we're going to take a look inside. I pretty much know the whole story. There's nothing much else to say in terms of what it was used for, because obviously, fortunate enough, there was no such thing as a Cold War that ever happened in the end. As we can look inside, this is the entrance. This is obviously part of the generator. This isn't. Obviously, that's part of the mains electrical side of things. So when people check your meter, there's one in there. This is also part of the blast doors. So there's a reason why this is like this. So the idea is if there was a blast, it would funnel the blast outwards. In fact, if you check out one of my videos of Hearty Ferry Bunker, there is exactly the same type of situation here. Where, like I said, if there was a blast, it would have funneled it through. And these are fucking, excuse my language, thick doors. But we worked out the other day that actually they wouldn't have probably been that much good in terms of nuclear fallout, because as you can see, when we go inside, there should be, from what I reckon there will be, because we haven't been in yet. As you go downstairs, there'll be another form of a blast shelter, so it'll be uber protected. So let's try and do this, guys. Alright, so I'll tell you what, if I take the camera, there you go, we're going to try and do this in live time. Luke may, let's go inside. There's a really weird smell of turpentine or some form of petrol smell, isn't there? Yeah. Quite fuming. Yeah, no, it's a... Oh, look at that. That is part of one of the vents, because above you can see one of the vents. It's is there a vent up there? Should be. Yeah. So cool. So that would have been one of the vents that would have kept obviously the air circulating. There's a light switch here as well, which we're not going to try. It's pretty moist. And as per usual in my videos, yes, that's right, you've guessed it, crap graffiti yet again in a place. I like that one where it says hi kids, pretty ominous. Right, let's do this. So Luke's walking down, here we go. Very concrete, mate. You alright?
Blast doors.
Oh, yeah, I know, that's a massive blast door. You can see there. Have you got the other torch, mate?
Yeah, I've got both.
Yeah, hang on, let me hold that one.
There's definitely some sort of petrol or something.
Yeah, you can smell it. Yeah.
No smoking, please.
Yeah, Luke's good advice there. Yeah, as you can't smell this, but there is a heavily scented smell of, it's just petrol, yeah. So here we are, this is the blast door like Luke said, look how thick that is. Let's try and get through. What the hell is trouble on that? Oh yeah, look, you can see that different colorisation. Whoa, look at that.
This one was actually closed.
It's actually bigger than I knew it was going to be big in here, but I think we are.
Need breadcrumbs.
Do you need breadcrumbs? So as you can see, these are the really thick blast doors still. Look, these are the latches.
Oh. I'm thinking that's paint, but
yeah, it's got to be paint.
Kind of scary.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, guys. Hang on. Somebody decided that they wanted to scare the shit out of people. I put like a handprint and everything else. So if we find a dead body in here, we will run. Look at that. So this is the latches that I was saying about, sorry, before I was rudely interrupted. So these would have been the bolt-on latches that you can see in a lot of nuclear bunkers. In fact, that's a good test of whether you know it's a nuclear bunker or not, because one of the size of the thickness of the panels, due to the advancement in technology, and also the fact of like these latches are massive. So you can see how well protected this is, that there's a vent hole there. I'm going to try and cover as much as we can today when we go inside. Luke's buggered off again without me. There's some more vents, which are amazing. And as you can probably imagine, it's very cavernous sounding here, which means that... What, is it really bad? Don't scare me. Whoa, look at that, it's massive. It was because it was, you know why it's clean? Because it was owned by Southern Water. And so they would have owned this for a long time. So these are all the separate rooms, or corridors. In fact, what I really like about this place is that you've still got the original holes. Look. Still got the original screws. These are just empty walls. Light fixtures. It's the original filings. Shavers only, that's amazing. See some more lens. If you think for 1 second that this place was, this place was like amazingly sort of well preserved, as we've just been saying. And there's a reason why this is important, because of... like this, sorry, I keep getting distracted. Big brother watching you. Awesome wells. Devil is here, amazing. That's pretty fresh paint now, actually. Have you lived today? Another vent. Big brother's watching you, so look, here we go, so we're turning back around the corridor. Look at that, it's incredible, isn't it? I want to try and go through all the corridors. Most of these are just empty rooms. See, there's another set of light fixtures here. Somebody's been having beer cans in here. More fixtures. There's a power grid. You alright? I think Luke's very scared. You are. Actually. Oh, I'm assuming there's going to be a head inside that. Or just, oh no, okay, well we know what that is. Somebody's been busy in here, shall we just say? I'm not going to film that too much, that's quite disgusting. I'm really curious to see what that is, but I don't really know. We know what that is. If you're a lady. Well, that's just weird, so... So what do you think of it so far, Luke? It's cool, yeah, absolutely. Oh look, there's a cooker. Look, something for a cooker off and socket off, which is amazing. Yeah, we'll be in there, let's do it. Oh wow. Now, can you hold this for us, mate? Judging by the size of this place, or this room, it's proven to be the main area of control operations because it's the biggest room. I know there was something to say about size, but this is absolutely true. You can also see, because of the light fixtures as well, because these have got those parallel lights, they would have been heavily lit up to as well. In fact, what's another bit of indication? It's marked out as well.
Sorry, there's loads of glass in here.
Sorry,
They've been smashing the lights and they're having fires.
Also, the main vent that's up there as well would be sensitive quite much. You can also see actually another video here, there's obviously massive electrical thing. It's quite a basic operation in terms of like the plugs and everything. Don't worry guys, we'll be going upstairs. Well, not upstairs, but up the top, to the top of the bunker. This is obviously an escape hatch.
Yeah, it looks like it.
From the side, isn't it? Yeah.
See the
it looks like one.
Hatch on the top.
Yeah. Doesn't look like it's a vent because if it was a vent, it wouldn't have had an escape hatch. Now, let's see. So, yeah, no, it still works. So look, if I'm gonna, can you see that? Yeah. So look, I'm gonna turn that. So that would have locked it into the vent. Oh, that sound. Jeez, that's amazing, you know? That's pretty fucking cool. And he will be your dead body.
Such a like being fallout.
Keep hearing voices, but I think it's
Make it
just
just
it's
alright.
bouncing off everything. For once, I don't mind graffiti because it's kind of relevant to Big Brother. So that's it. We're in the control room. It probably would be the main control room, just in case there was any fall. So there we go. We're going to have a cute look around. Hopefully, I've been through all the rooms so far, but there is another corridor, isn't there? We need to go through.
Yes,
Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. So we go. We're going to carry on back to what we did. Do you want to lead me? Just going to quickly scan back, just for everybody. So these are 4 rooms. Sorry? Yeah. Except for it would have been, well, that's your generator, isn't it? An event, yeah. So yeah, look, there's the actual sign for it, generator and mains. So most of this stuff would have still been, this would have been the thing that you would have been down here if there was a fallout. This would have been the stuff you would have seen. So you would have actually generally seen stuff like generator and mains. Right, here we go. You with me still, guys? Here we go. Come on then. I'm going to go through the corridor now. So like I said, so you're walking down here and there's 2 separate doors. So there's that one which we've just been through where my torch is flying, then we're just going to go through this one. Is it quite wet in there, mate?
No.
Here we go. So this is quite dark here, you can't actually get this. This would have been your engine room. So this is where all your engine parts, look at that, that is original as fuck. That is incredible. How the hell that is still here? It defies belief. That's a filter up there from what it looks like. Now that looks like to me, and I'm sure I'll be corrected on it, that looks like an air purifier, is everything right? That's where you would have probably kept all your water. Wow, look. So you've got like, they probably would have had another engine in here, or another vent. God, dude. I don't know if you guys are picking it up, but the wind's coming from the top and it's coming all the way down here. It's making a very eerie sort of sound. Okay. Now guys, I'm not going to lie to you, a lot of the stuff around here, because I've never been here, I don't know roughly what most of these rooms would have been, so I'm sure somebody would love to tell me about it. Or I'm just going on pure assumption of my experience of being in previous nuclear bunkers and everything else. But because this one's a new one to me, that I've never been in, I'm sure you guys can tell me what these rooms were originally used for. So what we're going to try and do now is go up to the top. And now you can get a good view from around where it is, which would be amazing. Should we do this? Let's go. Alright, buddy. Oh, shit. Okay, cool. And then we end up out here. Okay, so let's try and go up top then. This is the escape hatch. It's amazing. Don't know if you can hear me because of the wind, but Luke's up there taking photos because he's a pervert. Joking. Pretty. Let's see. Mate, can you grab hold of this? Whoa, look at that! The mechanics are still working on weights. Look at that. That is whoosh! I'm sliding backwards, don't worry about it. Professional. If I drop my camera. So yeah, this would have been, these are weights. So you can see this would have been on a weighted operating system. Maximum security going on there. We're assuming that this is the escape hatch because it's just logical that it would be here. And you can actually see, if you look from where we are, how deep that goes. How deep do you reckon it is? 15 metres? A bit less than that. About 10, yeah. Or about 10 metres. Actually gives you a good indication of how thick the actual walls were as well. Yeah, look, there's the lock as well up there. Yeah, amazing. Put subtitles on this, but it's windy. Whoa! It's also very slippery, but I've got no grip. Okay guys, so I hope you really enjoyed this one. It was quite cool because we did it in real time. So basically if you were to come down here, probably would have taken you about the same time to explore on a very brief scale. Obviously we'll probably spend a little bit longer checking this place out just because we can. And it's very cold. Definitely a place I'd recommend you guys, worth checking out. As always, be respectful. I'm not a fan of graffiti on places like this, and kind of just ruins the sort of atmosphere of what it does. Although some of the stuff that I saw in there was pretty cool. The Big Brother sort of is watching you. I love all that, it was pretty cool. But what I wasn't a fan of was beer cans and everything else. Why would you want to, yeah, even Luke's got a face of disappointment about that. It's just, why would you want to drink down here? I mean, or set a bonfire even, it's just weird. So yeah, there we go. So I'm not debating at the moment what to call this place. It's either going to be Gillingham, Southern Water, Cold War, because technically we're in Gillingham, but we're not, because we're by the M2. And apparently of the Urbex code, I'm not allowed to give the location of this place away, but I'll tell you what, if you're respectful enough and you want to, feel free to message me on coming down here and you know that you're not going to ruin this place, feel free to do it. Because if you do ruin it, I will be after you. Because I'm not going to be happy. Because it's a place like this that is just historically amazing. Because under the current climate of what we're living in at the moment, a place like this is probably even more relevant. You know, so I mean, like I said, and the fact that it's, would you say it's pretty well preserved, isn't it? Really,
yeah,
it pretty much is.
One of the nicest ones that we've been in.
Yeah, absolutely. The fact that all
there's no spiders.
Do you know what? That's weird, though, isn't it? Maybe they died because of the toxic petrol fumes that are in here. But please come and check this place out if you do get a chance. Be respectful. Like I said, it might change by the time you guys get down there. It might not stink of petrol, but to be honest, I can't really see that sort of disappearing anytime soon. And the fact of all the locks, as you can probably see if you're going down there, I don't know, you probably can't see that actually, guys. But like as we tested out, we were quite practical. We tested out all the original locks, they worked. They're just so cool. I'm sorry I couldn't give you guys as much information as I'd like to about this place, but as you know, this is the first ever one I've ever done where I didn't actually do any research over doing it properly, just because I'd like to think that my knowledge of bunkers and Cold War historical matters sort of were quite important, and I felt I could do a good job without. So I apologise to somebody. Please don't message me going, "Oh, you got it wrong." It's like, I'm sorry, okay. I'm genuinely meaning to you guys now. I didn't do my research as much as I should have. Right, Burger King. We're really hungry. Right, okay, guys. Say goodbye. See you later, guys. Have a good one, and yeah, we're very happy. Right, see you later, guys. Bye.